guys, so we're back again with this video, and this is a very special video for me. You guys are going to see a lot of updates, a lot of things that happen, and we are here on YouTube announcing that we finally launched a brand. So this brand, House of Dastan, has been a brand that we've been working on for the past 5 years. It's been a project that is very close to my heart. Lot of effort went into it. You know, after this introduction, you're going to see a video that you know, we launched it officially, or did a soft launch at Scent Explore, and I had a masterclass there. You know, this is I would say a brand that we created after 12 years, or even actually more than that, more than a decade in this industry, and really every single fragrance was created for you guys. It's a brand for people, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm 100% sure that you guys gonna find at least 2-3 of your favorites in the line. You know, you can see the packaging, the bottle, everything is custom made. The scents, we worked with a really, you know, one of my favorite perfumers, Richard Herpin, and we collaborated with more than 500 of our customers to get these scents right. And yeah, I'm very happy, and I'm pretty sure you guys gotta be happy with it, happy with these fragrances as well. So I would love to welcome you to, first of all, watch the video, watch the presentation. You get a lot of information about the fragrances, the scent profiles, and then the bottles right now are available at MaxAroma.com exclusively, or houseofdastan.com. So please make sure check us out, and then we have the 100 ml and 10 ml bottles. They're ready to purchase, and I'm waiting for the orders to come through. Thank you guys. Enjoy the video. Oh, thank you. Welcome everyone. I'm so excited to be here and launching at Scent Explore our brand House of Dastan. I'm Hamed Orefian. I'm here with my sister Sonia. She's in that corner. We are two of the founders of MaxAroma and partners of MaxAroma and House of Dastan. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of story about how we created House of Dastan and the stories behind it. As some of you guys may know, we've been in this industry for the past more than a decade actually now, and we always had a dream to create our brand. And like all good beginners, we started with designer fragrances. We started with the industry, selling online and getting into it, and then we developed a deep love and appreciation for niche and artistic fragrances. About, I would say, 7 years ago, we had our first attempt to create our brand. And then, you know, we realized that we're not ready. So we wanted to focus mostly on MaxAroma and develop the platform, not just as a retailer, as a platform to market, develop, and grow brands in the US market. And the best way of doing it, I wanted to really educate myself. So I launched Aroma Talk on YouTube. So I started doing podcasts. I had a pleasure of inviting a lot of content creators, brand owners, industry experts, and perfumers. I had a pleasure of sitting down with Olivier Kress, Hamid Merati Kashani, Cecile Zarokian, and really starting to understand the true, you know, creation process and all the hard work that actually goes into creating fragrances. And then I met Richard Herpin, which he's the perfumer of the brand. So we started to have a really great relationship, and then I realized I think all these pieces are coming together now, so we can launch the project and start House of Dastan. So, so what is House of Dastan? Sorry, I think I lost my clicker. Let me see where my clicker is. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, it's here. So what is House of Dastan? So House of Dastan is inspired by Persian art, architect, and rich Persian cultural heritage. So the brand, as you know, Persians, they all love and they have deep appreciation for fine things in life and great aesthetics. The brand, the logo, the bottle, the packaging and everything is inspired by the Persian palaces during Persian Empire. As you walk into these palaces, it transports you to a different time that is very captivating, that is mystical. When you walk in there and you look at, it's like these palaces are about 300 to 400 years old. So when you walk in there, you can see how the sun is playing with the colorful mirrors and how it creates that reflection and on the floor and everywhere you go. So based on that, Sonia, who's the creative director of the brand, she started working on designing the bottles, designing the brand, and as we were going forward, we learned much more about the process of it. And the very interesting fact about Persians are pioneers of perfume making. They started creating rose water and essential oils from floral notes, and this goes back to 1,000 years ago. And then that's how they influenced the recent perfume industry. And then Mr. Richard Herpin. Richard has been one of my favorite perfumers because Tom Ford Oud Wood is a fragrance that since I really got into perfumes, that was the fragrance that I was wearing and I loved it. And we started having that conversation and we wanted to bring Parisian refinement, Persian culture, and of course we've been living in New York for the past 20 years and we wanted to modernize the brand. So bring that New York style and fashion into the fragrances. There's a short video of Richard talking about the fragrances and I hope you guys enjoy it.
You're working with a new brand, so tell us a little bit about it.
I want to welcome you to the new house, the House of Dastan.
House of Dastan, okay.
Yeah,
Dastan.
so it's like a really very interesting house because it's birthed into the history of the Persian Empire. The Ahmed and Sonia, they are like a brother and a sister, and also Adam, who is the husband of Sonia. We work together to also first we got inspired by each other. Like the whole brand is trying to get you on a journey. We want to push the status quo, we want to push boundaries, and we want to explore. So it's the spirit of exploration, you know, not be afraid to explore new things, you know. So really the whole idea, like you have the Persian Empire, you have Europe with those deep roots into the perfumery making, you know.
Right.
And then you also have us in the US, so the new world, you know, discovering, making your dream come true, you know.
Right.
And I think it's a brand for people who want to dream big, you know, for people who don't want to be in a box. They want to be able to have the freedom to be who God created them to be, a beautiful creation, and celebrate that every day.
So that was Richard, and as you saw, thank you. So we really created this brand out of love and passion. You know, we've been very passionate about it, and we really wanted to put all of our heart and soul into it. And you know, it's been a very humbling process. Even now, talking to a lot of people that they came, they check us out. It's been so humbling, even having MaxAroma and talking to all these people. It's been one of the best experiences of my life. So, talking about the creation process, as you can see, these were the first sketches that we started doing based on that Persian architecture. As you can see, the bottle is shaped like the columns in the palaces, and there's like these geometric shapes that they used many years ago in Persian culture. And of course, the array of reflection, which you see in the glass work, we wanted to represent that on the bottle, and that's why you see the Zamax and everything on the bottles. And then how do we get the names? So the names are all inspired by Persian poets and poetries and stories. The fun fact is that, you know, when we were growing up, my dad, he was always very big in reading us stories and poems. Every week, I remember he would call me and my other two sisters, sit us down for 2-3 hours a week, make us read poems, reading it for us. And I was younger, I always tried to get away or sneak out, or I would pick hours that I know he would fall asleep, so I can just get out. But then now I appreciate that. And all of these, and you know, the poems are like Hafez, Sadi, Rumi, that these guys, they created worldwide known art, you know, pieces that are about love, passion, spirituality, and humanity. So when you go on the website, we pick the best part of that poems or the stories that really touched our heart, and we named them after the fragrances. So, as you can see, this was the artistic journey, and you can see those reflections and everything that I talked about on the bottles. And since we were here, we wanted to make sure we create a brand. The vision was to create something that is approachable, that's chic, but most importantly, memorable and wearable. And from the feedback that we've been getting, I think we achieved that, and I'm very happy about it. And the creation process, of course, you know, it took us about 5 years to complete and launch, of course. Maybe the design and production of the bottles took us about 2 years, but we spent about 3 years to complete the scents and fragrances. So having MaxAroma, we had we were lucky to leverage collaborating with 500 of our customers. So we invited them to come to our showroom. We had group sessions. There's a couple of them here. Angela, I see you there, that, you know, they gave us a lot of feedback. We were creating the fragrances, asking them questions, communicating back to the perfumer. So, and this made us to have about 1,500 adjustment revision on the samples, so we can have the final 7. And if you go to our booth, we still have 2 more that are undecided, so we are still collecting feedback, and we really believe in that. And we launched the first collection, which is Heart and Soul collection, which is all about the passion and love that went into the bottles. So when I was talking to Richard, I always wanted to do something that is a little bit different, and I asked him, Richard, what is that technique that you can use that's different than any other perfumers or like anyone else that is doing it? And he told me about this perfumery style. They call it monolithic style of perfumery. So as you guys know, we always have 3 pyramids, which is the base note, middle note, and top note. But instead of that, this technique focuses on 3 main ingredients, 3 or 4 ingredients that drive the fragrance that your entire wear. So, for example, Love Flame, which I'm sure you guys got all the discovery sets of it. The 3 main drivers that you will have from the entire wear, from the first spray until the very last moment of it, is chocolate, orris, and ambroxan. And all the other notes that is in there, they harmonize with these 3 notes and dance with them and play with them. So since doing that, these fragrances, and also like through the creation process, you know, every time we were talking to customers, or if any product had some negative feedback, there were always 2 things that people complained. It was all about the longevity and projection. So every time we talked to him, we were, you know, Richard, it's just add more, man. Whatever you need to do, just, you know, make sure these are be smooth and they last long. So I think we achieved that by creating these fragrances. So that's Love Flame. The next one is 5 senses. So 5 senses, the 3 main big drivers in this fragrance is tobacco leaves, davana, and noxolite. I would say this may be a little bit more masculine, but because tobacco leaves is very woody, but we still wanted to make sure this fragrance is wearable, we added, Richard added noxolite. So noxolite is a molecule that resonate the walnut notes into the fragrances, which makes it softer, makes it more wearable. And then again, you have all the other notes around it that they play with these 3 notes, and you can have them throughout the whole wear of the fragrance. You, which is, I mean, I can't say it's my favorite, but it is one of my favorites. I got a lot of feedback from them. I think this was the second perfume that we confirmed after 7-8 months. This has sandalwood, fig, jasmine, and milky notes. And very interesting part about this, the jasmine, and I'm, again, like talking to Richard, he's been one of the best mentors in my life. I think maybe I talk about more than 100 hours with him. He was telling me this jasmine, this is a jasmine that it's one of the most expensive jasmine that he used in the fragrance, because, and why it makes it expensive is that you have to pick the jasmine early in the morning, and you have about 4 to 5 hours to trade it and treat it. And if it gets a little bit later, it becomes too animalic. But he wanted to have that jasmine note in there that is soft and floral. But again, when you have the sandalwood and fig notes in there, it just makes this fragrance super soft, super wearable. And the next one is Light Breeze. So Light Breeze, the story behind it, since Richard is from Cannes, he wanted to create something that reminds him of his childhood. When he was hiking into the forest, and right after it rains, that earthy notes, that earthy scents that you can get after the rain, he wanted to create that in the bottle. So which one this fragrance had? There are 3 main drivers: is ambroxan, nutmeg, and pink pepper. And all the other notes, as you can see, are around it and harmonizing with it. And Gabe of Joy, which has been one of the most popular fragrances in the past 3 days, and people are loving it. We wanted to really create something that as soon as you try it, put a smile on your face, and I think we definitely achieved that. Passion fruit, watermelon, mango, and Timor pepper, which is, you have this the entire time, and you're just gonna have a smile on your face for the entire wear. And we made this fruity fragrance that is like a freshly squeezed ingredients in this bottle. And then we have 2 more fragrances, Unseen, Silent Love. And if you guys get a chance, please come to our booth. We really want to get your feedback on it and see if we have the right formula or we need to change it. And yeah, thank you guys.